In this video, I'm going to go over two very specific things which are going to have a massive impact on your cold email campaigns. And let's jump into them. The two things are knowing who to target and how to build a list properly. So knowing who to target is really important because, for example, I used to target founders from B2B SaaS companies, the smaller ones, and I was getting traction. Actually, all my clients were there and it was kind of good. But then I started A/B testing. Okay, maybe it's marketing managers or directors from bigger companies. And then eventually I A/B tested sales directors from much larger companies who need leads fast. I sell LinkedIn advertising. That's the service that I provide to people. And suddenly working with these bigger companies who've just maybe raised 10, 20 million or more, and understanding that the sales director has a sales team, they need to convert this massive budget into leads, actions, and contracts. They have a much greater need for my service and they have the budget to pay me more as well. So suddenly by A/B testing sales directors, marketing managers, marketing directors, VP of sales, and also the founders that I started with turned out to be really impactful on my business. The second thing is really knowing where to find the right people, because building a big list of sales directors is fine, but actually building a list of really hyper specific companies who maybe just raised funding is more important, and knowing where to find these kind of leads is exactly what this video is going to go into. So just to pause really quickly, I've just released this mega free cold email course. It's completely free. It's a free cold email crash course which goes over 6 days, and we're going to crack your email. So just sign up for it. It's totally free. It's going to be coming to your inbox each day, and we're going to go from the very beginning to hopefully setting up a full campaign and learning a lot. I've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this course, and it's free. So just do it. Sign up. There's a link in the description below. So the first place most people go to, because it's the easiest, and I've been doing the exact same thing all the time. It's just go to LinkedIn and you go to Sales Navigator, or you go do the search here, and you use a tool such as, say, SNOVIO. I have a link in the description below for SNOVIO. It's an affiliate link, but you can use SNOVIO to scrape LinkedIn, and that's all good. But I think if you do that, you need to spend double or triple or quadruple the effort just going through every single person that is on that list and just weeding out anyone who's not quite right and making sure that list is really well researched, spending a few hours. I know this sounds like crazy, but it really, 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 I can't drum this home enough. Spend a few hours going through the list and really researching, making sure that everyone on that list is good and exactly who you should be targeting. But that is actually not necessarily the best way. What I have found is actually it's better to use, again, you can use SNOVIO. They have a Chrome extension which you can find emails from websites, but going online and finding a pool of people which are up-to-date listed, it's made by someone else, which is not LinkedIn. And there are numerous different places you can go. So an obvious place is Crunchbase. If you're looking for like startups around the world, Crunchbase has just a really great list of people. So just go to Crunchbase. You can find a list of companies and scrape all that, and then find the email addresses with SNOVIO or some other tools. And I would just say Crunchbase is really, really good. But even better is just actually Googling what you're looking for. So like, for example, finding articles or places where people have already brought all this data together. So here you go, 28, for example, Angel List has 28 London-based startups you'll want to work for, but maybe these startups are also really interesting and growing, and I think they could be really interesting to target. So we have 28 here, but I would just go out and do video prospecting to each and every one of these 28 over the course of 2 or 3 days and just see the reply. I bet you're going to get better replies doing 10 video prospecting to hyper-specific, awesome people than 50 a day with first liners or automated to, a bigger list. So this is what I'm trying to drum home, get more specific. If you go on Google, just type in the kind of companies you're looking for, like top London startups. You have the Evening Standard, for example, the London tech startups to watch in 2022. So, they've got like a list of companies here that you can then again just go, okay, they've just funded, it's all the data here. And you can use this even to say, hey, I noticed I was reading, and this is your kind of first liner or your video, or the way you kind of break through to them, is that I was reading in the Evening Standard, you were featured in the Evening Standard, And I noticed you've just raised 770,000. You're doing a great job. It looks really cool, and you have their website in the background, but you're using this as an excuse to contact them, which already is the icebreaker you need. So using the Evening Standard, or using, like, for example, Crunchbase or Angel, or just go on Google and type in the type of company you're looking for, like the top fashion brands or the top whatever brands in a region, and then just contact those. And you can use SNOVIO to scrape them. So that's what I'm trying to say. Get more specific, get more hyper relevant, rather than just sending even 50 emails a day or more. Send like 10, but to very specific people with really specific excuses to be emailing them. Like, I've noticed you in this article, or you were featured here. And those are the ones that you're going to get the best replies from anyway. And you're just going to get really good results. So get more hyper-focus is what this whole point of this section is all about. By the way, I have a link to a really awesome blog article that I'm writing loads of articles on b2bhero.co, so check it out. I've got just tons of cold email, how to get emails and all this kind of stuff. And I've got one specifically to ICPs. I'll link in the description below. But testing your ICP is really important. And again, something I'm drumming home to you. So see you guys for the next video. Thanks so much.